Hello everyone, my name is PolishLynx and we are with Lena, wandering around the mine in order to find Shurick. We've done it alone, now it's harder. Sketchy, however. Alright, we are at the place we began, so that's good, because I found them up and it will be easier now. Go right, now we should go left, now we should go right, now we should go left, and now right, and now left. Good? Yes! Good. So I can read maps. That's good. That's good. Around the next turn, a wooden door appeared in the light. At least it's something. What? At least it's not another fork. What's in there? We don't have any choice but to check it out. I strongly pulled the handle and opened the door. There was a room behind it, which might be one of the maintenance rooms for the bomb shelter. Every bottles and cigarettes butts were scattered everywhere. The walls were all covered with scribbles. So that means there's another exit from here. I didn't want to believe that the people who had left that had come the same way as we did. Sadly, Shurick wasn't here. What? Oh, I slid down the wall to the floor. We must have been everywhere now. Not everywhere. Lena pointed to a door in the corner. It looked similar to the one leading to the bomb shelter. There probably should be an exit, as you said. Shall we go? Let's rest for a moment. Okay. Lena sat next to me, very close, and took my hand. It's alright. What do you mean? That we haven't found Shurick. We should think about getting out ourselves. We'll get out. Yeah, I probably remember the way. Or at least I thought that I remembered it. I'm not afraid at all, she suddenly said after a short pause. That's good. Because I'm with you. Suddenly there came a noise from behind the door to the mine. I jumped up at once and started looking for something I could use as a weapon. The noise of heavy footsteps was getting closer. Finally the door opened and Shurick appeared from behind it. In the silence I froze, staring at him. There you are! Did you think you could hide from me? What? Did you think I wouldn't find you? But I did! He wasn't sane, that was for sure. His face was distorted by a scary grimace. His eye gleamed behind his glass. The missing pioneer had a metal rod in his hand. Are you mad? It's us! Yeah, I can see it, you! He took a couple of steps towards us. I instinctively shielded Elena. Did you think you could make a fool of me? Leading me here and there, to the left, to right, to left, to the right, and I followed! He raised the metal rod. Everything after that was like it happened in slow motion. Shriek charging at us. Me pushing Lena out of the way. The rod slowly arcing towards my head. My hand with the flashlight going up. Following all of that, complete darkness, rapid breathing, blood hammering in my temples, silence, breathless, heavy silence, merging with the darkness. I moved my hand trying to find the wall when I felt someone's touch. Don't be afraid. I heard a familiar voice near me. Where are you, you damn lunatic? I shouted. He left. Which way did he go? Where to? Lena's voice didn't sound too calm, but certainly it didn't sound like it should in such circumstances. Calm down. She hugged me tenderly and pressed her body against mine. I tried to gather my senses to recover my breath to adapt to the darkness. What should we do next? You have a gun. Well, who do I shoot? It's loaded with a flare. She might be right. I took the gun from my belt, pointed it to the side and fired. The room was illuminated by a bright red light. The flare lying in a corner looked like a firework or a sparkler. Let's go quickly, it won't burn for too long. Where to? Lena pointed to the second door. It wasn't hard to open it, and we headed into the darkness. The flare burned more dimly with every second. I stumbled with every step, even fell down a couple of times, but didn't slow my pace. If it goes out... Finally we saw light in front of us and came to a ladder, leading to a grating. In the ceiling, the flare hissed and went out. Thank God. It turned out that we were right under the statue of Jenda. The grating was rather sturdy, but we managed to open it after breaking the bolts with a flashlight. After reaching the surface, I collapsed on the grass exhausted. That was terrible. Lena sat next to me. Just dreadful. By that time I didn't give a damn about this world, the camp, the 410 bus, or my previous life. The strangest and nastiest thing was that there was nothing supernatural in these events. Shurik just went crazy, insane. Nothing strange about it, I would have to in his position. Lena patted my head tenderly and smiled. It's all over now. I don't know, there is a crazy pioneer in the woods. You could even say a maniac killer. I think he's gonna be alright. Alright, I'm not sure about that. The most important thing is that we're okay. She still smiled. How can you be so calm? I told you before that I have nothing to be afraid of when I'm with you. Indeed, I might have saved Lena and myself back there. But it was only by chance, nothing more. If Shurik had been swifter, or crazier. Thanks for the compliment. You're welcome. Though we still should have stayed here in the first place. You're probably right, she said calmly. I got really sleepy. Because of stress, of exhaustion, of how late at night it was. We should go to sleep. But I'd have to stand up and walk to the leader's cabin. I wasn't ready for that. My eyes closed just for a moment. Stars looked down at me from the sky. Thousands of them, even millions. Now their light didn't seem to be so distant and cold. On the contrary, they twinkled to me, as if whispering among themselves, telling merry fairy tales in eager competition. About a galaxy far, far away and vile fluffy pidglets, about mysterious asteroid belts where ships have disappeared, about a fearless starship captain and his brave crew, about exceptional treasures and unreachable peaks of a planet on the edge of the universe. I wonder, is that the dream? I lifted myself a little and realized that my head was in Lena's lap. Did I sleep long? I asked in confusion, but didn't rush to get up. I don't know, I don't have a watch. She laughed. Approximately? Well, maybe 20 minutes. That's okay then. I lay down again, feeling nice and calm like never before. The events of the night were becoming distant, as if I was starting to forget them. Like the story the stars were telling me. Shurik has come back. What? I jumped on my feet instantly. There he is, sleeping on the bench. Then I pointed to the benches in surprise. And what are you? You were sleeping so peacefully that I didn't want to wake up. I felt a shiver of fear, because such behavior was not just strange. It was not just inappropriate, it scared me more than Shurik's insanity in the dungeon. A lunatic, who half an hour ago tried to kill us, arrives, lies on a nearby bench and falls asleep. And she just sits here. Nothing to worry about, he just seemed to be a little off. Lena got confused and blushed. He walked unsteadily and didn't look towards us, and if I'd made a noise... She was about to cry. Okay, don't worry. There was some logic to her words. She probably did the right thing. In that case, we had to interrogate Shurik thoroughly. I jumped up, walked quickly to the bench he was sleeping on, and slapped him. Ouch! He woke up at once. What the hell? What are you doing, you bastard? What? Shurik stared at me with a scared and, moreover, sane look. What was that all about down there? What? Where? In the dungeon, in the mine, in the bomb shelter. Did you go completely nuts? I don't understand you. He looked around. Why am I here? And where should you be in your opinion? Oh wait, I know. You should be in an asylum. I went to the old camp in the morning for the spare parts and then... Don't you remember anything after that? Lena asked after walking up to us. Yeah, and I... Don't pretend. I said calmly and sat next to him. It really looked he wasn't lying for. I don't understand anything. It's unscientific. Who cares? Don't think that I trust you. Memory loss can't occur just... Shurik talked to himself, mumbled something, not paying us any attention. Let's go, Lena said quietly. Shall we just leave him here? He's not in his right mind. He has to sleep. It's dangerous to leave this psych alone. He might strangle electronic with an induction coil in the night. It's going to be alright, trust me. I had no reason not to trust her. However, I didn't have any reason to trust her either. On the other hand, who cares now? I wanted to fall asleep as quickly as possible. Okay. We left Shurik, who was still mumbling something to himself. We're here. What? Where? I have to go further on. Lena smiled. I hadn't thought about anything all the way here. Just follow her, and hadn't noticed that we'd come to Olga Dmitrievna's cabin. Yeah. Thank you for today. There is nothing to thank me for. It's just good that we came back alive. Well, see what Shurik has to say tomorrow. Thank you anyway, she said mysteriously and averted her eyes. You're welcome. Well, it's time for me to go. Lena quickly turned around and walked quickly in the direction of her cabin. I suddenly had a thought that something about that was a bit off, not quite right. After all that happened, well, it's time for me to go. It usually goes differently in such situations, doesn't it? I have no idea what I expected for. Exhaustion hit me again. Walking with difficulty, I entered the cabin. The leader was sitting on my bed. Semyon? She started to talk sadly. Where have you been? Well, I... Prepared for scolding, I didn't expect the reaction. I went to look for Shurik. Alone? Tell her you went alone, tell her you went with Lena. Tell her you went alone. Yeah, alone. So? What about Shurik? It looks like Olga Dmitrievna was really worried about the fate of her lost pioneer. What's so strange about that? The leader can treat her work lightly, but it doesn't mean that she's a heartless person. He's okay. As okay as he could be in such a situation. That's good. Go to sleep now. Wait, but... She turned the light out quickly, showing that the conversation is over and I couldn't ask anything. For should I? Ask why she didn't scold me. Still, Lena, what happened today? My thoughts slowed their pace before stopping completely. Nice. Nice. And now we do that because it's possible. Oh man! Need to stretch myself a little bit. Oh, that situation. That was a good situation. Alright, so what we do now is... we go to... I don't know where, infirmary. Oh yeah, that's where I went before, that's true. To the lovely Viola. And we are struggling to get to the other side. And with strawberries. Slavia, sorry, we've been there together. Now I have to go with Lena. Let me go with you. Let's go. Okay, that's fine. No, it's not. I feel bad. Slavia grabbed the second basket and ventured to the opposite side of the island. Well? Well? Let's go. Yeah. Lena smiled. Just pay attention, not leave a single berry behind. You too. So it was harvest time. Indeed, the strawberries here were delicious. I could probably eat them all if I didn't stop myself in time. Despite being wild grown, the berries were close to the garden once in size and had a rich red color, so it was clear that our visit here wasn't in vain. Lena followed me closely as we had only one basket for the both of us. I felt like a real mushroom picker examining each shrub and carefully pawing the grass. Well, you're much better than me. Am I? Frankly, I'm not even counting them. Yeah, right, you are. The basket was already half full. You must enjoy nature, right? I do. The bright sun rays pierced the tree tops and blinded me for a second. I sat down on the ground and leaned against the tree. Still, it's so beautiful here. Lena sat down next to me. So close that our elbows touched. Yeah, we just sat and enjoyed the moment. It seems like time stood still. The wind gently shook the tree leaves. Some bugs lazily hopped around the grass, and splashes of sunlight played on the faraway water surface. Lena put her hand on my shoulder. I was surprised at first, but then I heard her regular breathing and thought that it's just a matter of course. Probably she felt drowsy and wanted to take a quick nap. I just sat there and didn't think of anything for a few minutes. But then words started crossing my mind with ultrasonic speed. Lena. So close. Sleeping. So warm. So gentle. Feelings. I gazed at her. She had such a serene, such a tranquil look on her face that it seemed that right now she's not here, but it's some kind of a better word. I don't know what would have happened the next moment if I didn't hear the voice of Slavia. Semyon! Lena! I shook my head from side to side a few times to come to my senses. Lena started to wake up. She opened her eyes and gave me an empty look. Have a nice dream. Huh? Suddenly realizing that she had dozed off leaning on my shoulder, Lena blushed. Oh, I'm sorry. It's fine. Slavia came over to us, so Lena rushed to get up. So, how much have you got? I sighed. That's not a lot. Her basket was filled with strawberries to the brim. Well, it's enough anyway. It's time to get back. I grabbed the basket and we headed back to the boat. The way back took less time as I tried to concentrate on rowing and ignoring everything else and skipping the text. Yep, I tried my best. Thanks to the girls' hub. Let's go with girls' hub. That's the same thing I did before. And this time we have to go through all the places, and those guys are building a freaking robot girl cat. Girly cat robot? Something like that. Now, infirmary to our favorite Viola. At least to my favorite Viola. And before we go to library, let's end the episode here, and we'll see each other in the next one. Bye.